An infant is dead and a mother is in the hospital with serious injuries after a crash in the Frankfort section of Philadelphia. Now investigators are working to figure out exactly what happened on Torresdale Avenue overnight. Thank you for watching NBC 10 News at 6:30. I'm Johnny Archer. It all started with a 911 call out of Tacony, where the caller said an infant was unresponsive. And that's where we find NBC 10's Brian Sheehan. Brian, what do we know about this investigation right now?
Yeah, Johnny, it really was a tragic set of circumstances that happened very early this morning along this stretch of Torresdale Avenue. You can see some of the debris, this bumper, and then other debris scattered along the roadway near Harbison Avenue. Now, Philadelphia police say the infant and her mother were thrown from the ambulance onto the road after the ambulance driver hit another vehicle at the intersection, and then the ambulance rolled onto its side. Our crews were here as the Mercedes MedStar EMS was brought upright. Police sources tell us the driver of the private ambulance was a family member of the mother and infant, and that he was rushing them to the hospital because the baby was unresponsive on the 6600 block of Dittman Street. That's about a mile and a half from where we are. Police were called to the home there prior to the crash, but say family left in the ambulance before officers arrived. Investigators say the driver is a 51-year-old man and that he was traveling at a high rate of speed with no lights and sirens activated. Now, according to police, he was traveling southbound on Torresdale and blew a red light at Harbison Avenue and then hit a 2010 Honda Accord. The force of the crash sent the mother and infant through the windshield. Police have identified the child as Marion Harris. She was taken to an area hospital and pronounced dead. Her mother suffered head trauma and was critical at last check. We spoke with a man who lives nearby and saw the aftermath.
And it was destroyed. Everything was destroyed. Pieces of, for the car to lose their axle and the fork from the car, it had to be real hard. You know, he had to be coming fast.
Now, police sources say this investigation is very much ongoing and that a lot of work is being done. But in their initial report this morning, they said the driver of the ambulance will face DUI and other charges. It is unclear if at this point any charges have been filed. We did also speak to a representative with MedStar EMS earlier today. They confirmed that their vehicle was involved in this crash, but they didn't say anything further at this time. We are told the crash investigation division is handling this case. That is the very latest live in Frankfort. I'm Brian Sheehan, NBC 10 News.